No, I got to lean in.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Welcome on in the room.
Hey
Hi Dream, how are
everyone.
you?
Good. How are you? You look good.
Thank you, you too. How we
Thank you.
doing? Oh wow, we already got almost 20 people in here already?
So y'all
Good
came and
Lord.
y'all came and y'all get ups and
Listen, we came to pamper.
well this is how I dress. So
Jasmine.
please. It's okay.
Jasmine.
Thank you. I don't do that.
Beautiful.
I'm like Dr. Heavenly. I am a Christian woman.
Go into your free coat closet and try it again and come back and see me in a couple. Thank you. Cause no ma'am, not tonight. I'm not gonna be out here
This
all
is
oiled up and
this
greased
is
up and ready
me.
to go.
This is
You
me.
got oil
No,
on?
no,
I
I
this is
actually just
my
moisturized for once. That's what that was.
this is
Hold on,
just
you guys.
so thank you guys for letting me be me. Thank you.
Are we gonna let her do it, y'all? In the comments, are we gonna let her do it, y'all? Hey Zeta, how are you? Hey Trey, Trey, I've been noticing you've been here a lot, Trey. We appreciate that. Zeta, how's classes going? Hey Brooke Dubois. Hey April. Uh,
Thank you.
hey April. Hey to the people. So we want to thank you guys for making yet another show a success. Dream is back with us in the saddle again. Sammy will be popping up on us. You know, Sammy think he must quad, so he got to show up 5 minutes before the show. So we're gonna let Miss Quad come on, roll on in whenever she feel like getting ready to get on in here. Um, Jasmine, how are you?
I'm warm. I feel good. Thank you
Yeah,
guys for
you
showing up.
warm. Oh, but I'm a hoe and I don't get. Anyway, Dream, how are you?
I'm feeling good. Very cozy today.
Yeah, we've come to. When I say pamper, everybody goes like this. Okay, we've come to pamper. Not you, Jasmine. Don't you do it. No, you can't do it. No. We've come to pamper you, and we're not talking about that big old diaper pamper booty thing that Sweet Tea had on the first episode. We're
Pamper
talking
me.
about, yeah, we're not talking about that. So with that being said, this is a big episode. I think I'm gonna have a little fun today with you guys. We're gonna open the phone lines, I think, throughout the show, take some calls at random times, but it is a big show, so we're gonna move through certain things pretty quickly. So don't be mad at us because there are certain things that definitely deserve more of our attention. I am not wearing a wig this week because I don't know what got into me and what possessed me last week,
It was a
but
great
that
show.
wig, it was a
It
great
was
show.
it was
That
moving and
wig,
shaking.
it was moving and shaking. The wig, yeah, but all right. Today you just get a couple of titties moving and shaking. So we start off 4 days before the. Oh, excuse me. Make sure that you guys like and subscribe to this channel and this video, and make sure that you guys are
Mm.
commenting us, tweeting us, doing whatever you want to do. And with that being said, let's lean in, bitch. All right. So we start off 4 days before the bachelor slash pamper parties, and we get a classic lunch scene with Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simona. I know that I went on record of saying that I didn't feel like the friendship was genuine or in the same place that it once was because we had not seen scenes of them. And I don't know if they filmed a pickup scene because they heard me say it, but it was definitely good to see them back together doing what they do best, judging the other ladies. And I know that Jackie and Heavenly are a duo, but it's nothing like Jackie and Simone, dog. It's just nothing like Jackie and Simone. Hey, El Vision. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, from Las Vegas. All right. Hey, from Atlanta. Who's that? Hey, Ronnie. Oh, hey, Ronnie Media.
Hey, Ronnie.
Hey Ronnie, how you doing, baby? Um, Now they admit that Sweet Tea has been a bit of a struggle. But Simone lists everything that she's going through, and that she also wants an assistant, which grabs hilarity from the two ladies.
Mm.
I bust out laughing too. I'm not gonna lie, y'all know I'm taking it easy on Sweet Tea, but that thing did make me holler, made me lose my breath, made me water. Okay, who is this?
She's not
All
making me
right,
water. That's insane.
all right, go on
Okay,
up there, Ronnie.
timer.
We'll put you up there a little bit. Oh, make me. Boom, boom, boom. Don't get up because I can do it. Um,
Oh gosh, I'm living. I'm living in
I can do it. I can do it.
it.
Anyway, Jackie almost falls out of her seat laughing when she finds out the lady wanted an assistant, and they agree that the younger generation is lazy. And Simone says that she needs to rise up and be a grown woman. What did you guys think of this scene, Dream? What did you think of the opening scene being Simone and Jackie and what they discussed? Do you agree with the things that they said about Sweet Tea?
I don't know about the generalization of the younger generation, but for Sweet Tea, yeah, for her to need I don't think that she's that busy to need an assistant. However, it was refreshing to see Jackie and Simone together. I just miss them together. I understand Jackie and Heavenly are cool, but I do miss Jackie and Simone. But yeah, what do you think, Jess?
Oh, that was my. Oh, okay. Well, I think that them kind of generalizing um Gen Zs or who the hell ever is raising the kids at this point was kind of funky to me because Simone can list the things that she had. She had a toddler. She had a practice. She had this. She had that. But she also doesn't cook. She's never cooked. She also, I'm saying, worked long hours. She wasn't there to, do the homework with the boys. Cecil had a heavy hand in that. So I don't think it's fair for her to be saying that on that level. With Sweet Tea, needing assist, and I think, she probably was more so saying it about the wedding. I don't know. I just think they always just trying to talk about that girl. So I really don't really know if what to really say about it. I think that she's busy enough to have. I mean, everybody else has housekeepers and things of that nature. So Quad has one. She doesn't have a. She doesn't. She's not leaning into a circle to talk about nothing else. So I'm just saying, like, so let me get my turtleneck and get on down. But that's how I feel now. But I did enjoy the Jackie and Simone meetup. It's nostalgic, So I enjoyed it. So
It's nostalgic, yes. I am running the show from my phone today because we don't need no problems because I don't have a production assistant today. And when I get on it, it's be spooky and
I
strange
think I'm
things.
supposed to be your production assistant.
Oh,
I think this is the disconnect in it.
so you 0 for 2 today, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Whew.
All right. All right. Well, we're just gonna just push them up and keep on moving.
No.
Uh, before we go, I do want to give my opinion on it as well. I think that when you have a wedding and if you're on a television show, I think that that does probably warrant an assistant. She also still has her job working from home. She got to make dry chicken adobo for the man. You know what I mean, for Dr. G, and she's got to plan a wedding. And honey, we're gonna get into that, but I have opinions about what I heard. So, yeah, I think that in this particular situation, it warrants an assistant. If you ask me, I don't know.
I do.
Is that well? Let me ask you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut whoever that was speaking because I said it before. So I don't know who said what. But as far as bridesmaids are concerned, isn't that like should she be delegating some of that to the bridesmaids? I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. Bridesmaids are supposed to have some sort of hand, whether it could be finding a videographer, like something, doing something. But
I
didn't she say that she had a wedding planner?
A
I
wedding
don't
planner
know what
and an
all.
assistant to me are
Well, let's
Yeah,
go
different.
I was gonna
ahead.
ask. I don't know what all the wedding planner versus the assistant would do separately.
I don't think that bridesmaids should be have because I've been a maid of honor before, and I've been just a regular, not just a regular bridesmaid, but I've been both.
Yeah.
And planning bachelorette parties and bridal parties, that's kind of the lane that I would suggest that the bridal maid of honors and bridal parties would do. That can help in other ways, but getting vendors and getting venues and making sure you have the flowers, and that is to me, I would not trust, but I would not delegate my people to do that.
Also, I well, same. I was I was in a wedding as well, a maid of honor, and for that specific wedding, a lot of the family was very in it. A lot of the family was handling everything as though they were the wedding planner. So I do think that it might matter to how close she is to people for them to like step up and quote unquote that way. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, like Asia, bridesmaids take care of the bride, not to plan the wedding. You make sure she
I
good.
see that view.
Get a little drinky drink, get a little blunt, whatever the bride might want. Because I have my time. I'm not doing. I'm a Christian, but yeah. Chase.
All right, you guys. I'm sorry. I am doing my production notes as well. I need an assistant. Call me sweet. Don't call me sweet tea. I was going to say that, but
Chase
no, don't do that. And thank you for production for coming on in and changing that banner. Y'all know what show it's on, and you know what we're going to give. We're going to give a lot. So let's get right on through this. Um, So then we get on to the next scene, and that damn Sweet Tea man. I be trying with Sweet Tea. She meets up with Dr. Heavenly in the big old cowgirl hat, and they're going to start off dinner with shots. Now, in all of the seasons that I've watched this show, I've never seen Dr. Heavenly take a shot. Now, that doesn't mean that she doesn't take shots. I've
Mhm.
just never seen her take a shot on camera.
Mhm.
So I just wanted to point that out. And if anyone has, I'm sure you guys will let us know in the comments, as
Mm.
you always do. Well, I call it the group chat section, but whatever,
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yes,
the
sweet.
cowboy hat,
Mhm.
that cowboy hat, it reminded me of, remember the scene with Ray J and the hat kept going like this,
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
That cowgirl hat was every which way but loose on the head. And I had to put a note of it because every time they got back to it, it was like back, it was forward, it was side. It was team too much. Yeah. They take another shot. So they already getting into two shots. And Heavenly gives Letitia advice regarding money. She wants her to save and invest because she says he'll go before Sweet Tea does. Sweet Tea
Mm.
didn't like she took too kind to that, but I mean, if we're going based off of age and nothing else, Heavenly probably got a point. The man is almost what, like he is not even almost. He's like almost what 21 years a senior or something like that.
I believe
Somewhat.
so.
I ain't
Yeah,
gonna do it.
yeah. No, he's way older than her. Anyway, Heavenly asks does she have her own money. She being Sweet Tea, and T says that she does, and it's not about money. Heavenly then asks if Dr. G pays all of the bills, and she says that he does. However, Sweet Tea says that Quad was right about a few things about Dr. Gregory. And she says one time Dr. Greg tried to teach her a lesson as she normally forgets to set the alarm in the home. And he told her that there were burglars, armed burglars, in the house. And it was a lie, and it was devised to teach her a lesson to set a reminder for her to make sure that she sets the alarm. I'm going to turn it over to you guys in just a little bit. But I don't know. I felt that it was a little gross, in my opinion. Um, she says that again, Quad has said some things to him. Her and Quad have said some things to Dr. Greg that no one, other woman has said or done. And it makes her wonder have there been other women that lived in the home with him outside of Sweet Tea and Dr. Greg? I think that kind of was glossed over, but I thought it was something to note. Like, who is Greg? We don't know these. We honestly don't really know the husbands that well, and it's not a show based off the husbands, but we really don't know Greg that well. He's had a long 5 years. I think it's been 5 years. Well, no, season six they had that fight. So, and he appeared one scene in season seven. So it's been a couple of seasons since we've seen him last, and I'm sure a lot has happened since then. So then we move forward, and Heavenly asked Sweet Tea what she said, and she told him that he needs to be more involved because it's not about the monetary things. Cue a montage of all of the things that
Quite sad.
Greg and Quad argued about, and one of them being specifically that love is not a monetary thing. Heavenly says in her interview she would have divorced him too and doesn't want her to end up like Quad with mugshots, and Gregory too for that matter. Heavenly wants to know what's going to happen after they get married, and Sweet Tea says, we'll just figure it out. And Heavenly said, child, and like she wanted to say right there, girl, don't marry him. But she had the opportunity to say it, right?
Mhm.
And she didn't take it. What did you guys think of this scene, Jasmine? What'd you think? And let me go ahead and peruse through the comment section,
Well, you
see what
know
the comments
what?
talking about.
I like Sweet Tea. I've said it. And it kind of goes with what's been said in the media so far that she said she didn't watch the show because people. If I was to be on marriage medicine right now in my life, I would never be around Heavenly. Like I would not care. You know what I'm saying? I would just from what I see and how she acts, I would not be around Heavenly because I watch the show. So it kind of makes me think that maybe she's telling a little bit of truth on it because I know certain people from different, you know, franchises or whatever, but I don't necessarily watch the show. You know what I'm saying? So I think that is diabolical, but I really think that Heavenly got drunk with her on purpose so she could tell her business. I do think Heavenly does think like that. I do think it's kind of almost getting cringy of how much they're kind of just reaching and trying to milk her of all her energy at this point. I do think that she's a bit naive, or she could be just crazy and playing the game too, which I would love to see. But you know, I just feel like the scene itself was kind of cringe to me, but I'm sure people were entertained. It is kind of alarming that her and Quad are saying kind of the same things right now, but you know, I just think Dr. Greg is kind of crazy. He's a therapist, psychiatrist. He's crazy too, so, allegedly.
Dream.
I think that number one, I do want to agree with Jazz that I do feel like Heavenly planned that she wanted to drink some alcohol or get her some shots in so she can loosen up and like have some girl talk, so Heavenly can really ask what she really wants to know, the tea about the relationship, in my opinion. But I think that T watched the show, and I feel like she probably thought in her head that she could provide something that Quad didn't, or she can deal with it. And now that she's noticing that she's dealing with the same things, or supposedly like supposedly dealing with the same things that Quad once said she dealt with, it's kind of like, in my opinion, that's how some girls are. Like they feel like, oh, like they'll hear something bad about a guy and they'll think, oh, that they're not gonna do that to me, and when they get it with me, they're gonna be completely different, but in reality they're the same person. So that's how I kind of feel about it. I do feel like I feel bad, but then I don't feel bad for Sweet Tea because I feel like she has a plan in order as far as her intentions with Greg. So
Um, yeah, so I'm gonna throw out an old term that the gays say when I'm coming out. It's an older term or whatever, but you may have heard it. Sweet Tea was definitely being pumped. She was being pumped for tea, and the girl got her liquored up and was asking the questions, got it on camera, and she's definitely going to use it against her if she needs to. With that being said, I think that is devious. I think that is low down. I think it is dirty. I think it is trash. Dr. Heavenly, you see, Dr. Heavenly is the kind of girl, right? Well, I don't want to say that because I don't think that's true. So let me not say that. But as of right now, I feel like she's picking on the lowest hanging fruit so she can stay out of the fray. It's easy to Sweet Tea's an easy target. If you watch other shows, where everybody's a heavy hitter on the show, they don't just sit around and watch one girl get beat up on. They fight with somebody else. The Real Housewives of Atlanta, back when it was the Real Housewives of Atlanta, you had Kenya versus Phaedra, Kenya versus um, Portia. You had Nene versus Cynthia. You had Cynthia versus Portia. Cynthia versus Phaedra. Candy kind of stayed out of it, but she got dragged into it a little bit too. On and on and on and on. And this is all going on in the spans of the same season. I think that when you have someone, you already think that she a country bumpkin, right? That's what they're giving her. They're giving her country bumpkin tease. They say that she's a country bumpkin. Why you keep picking on this girl? I understand that this, and I know we're going to hear this a lot today. People are going to say it's a television show, it's their job, it's reality TV, it's this, it's that. It comes off like you're a bully because
and we know
Sweet Tea, the kind of girl, you don't have to liquor her. I'm just saying, I'm sorry, but you don't have to liquor her up to get her tea. She told us the very first episode she get a little access to the moon. You don't have to lick her up to get the tea. I'm just saying,
exactly.
you don't have to lick her up to pump up a tea. So when I see that, that's just to me like, some old queen, being deep and dangerous. And that's what Heavenly to me right now is deep and dangerous. And Brooke Dubois, I know you in the room and I love you, know you love you some Dr. Heavenly. But you got to check your girl because that to me was disgusting. And it's not going to change on my end. I didn't like nothing about it. I didn't. It didn't feel like girl talk. It didn't feel like gossip. I mean, like girl gossip. It didn't feel like sharing. It just didn't feel that way. And the reason why it doesn't, I had suspicions about it because I said, okay, this may be fun. But later on in the episode, it confirmed my suspicion.
Right. But somebody must have told her because I forgot I forgot which part of the episode was it when she was like, I have my own money. So somebody must, somebody's I feel like, or maybe she's going back and kind of thinking on stuff because most of the time when she says this stuff, she's drunk or drinking.
Toya pulled her to the side and said, "Now, girl, don't you ever say no crazy stuff like that."
And I can believe
I'm
that.
sure.
I can believe that, which that's why I like Toya because she has her ways about herself as well, but she at least keep it. She stand on business more.
She keep it a buck. And we're going to get right into it. Make sure that you guys liking and subscribing to the video. Thank you. I think it's around 40 of you guys in here right now. We're just getting started. Miss Quad will be walking into the room at any moment now, so be on the lookout for Miss Quad. Oh, is that Miss Quad? baby.
That's insane that you
No,
talk to me.
I thought I was just go out of the room. Anyways, let's go ahead and move right on with the rest of our bombastic review as we pamper, drink, all right, pamper you.
Hallelujah.
And we're not talking about that
Thank
diaper booty that that girl had on the
you.
very first episode. Dr. Cecil and Simona with their sons, Miles and Michael. They are underachievers at heart. Um, and they're in college, and Simone is supremely frustrated with her sons because she thinks that they could be striving to do more on an academic level. She feels that they have been coddled their entire life, and basically, she didn't say it, but I think she thinks that Cecil did the coddling.
Yeah.
Um, she feels that they have more. Cecil feels that they have more means than their parents, so they should be able to help their child or their children through more in life, which would explain why they say that Miles is 24 and on. Listen, I understand that you want your children. I'll wait. I'll wait. Let me finish. Because I was gonna say something. Michael wants an apartment, and he wants his parents to pay for it. And considering that I just got cut off, I don't really have no room to talk.
Whoa, whoa, that's crazy.
It's not. Am I supposed to suffer because my mom?
Hey, it's
Mm-mm,
Am I
crazy.
supposed to suffer? Like,
not at
yes.
all.
Yes.
Thank you. Well, if you're happy, I'm suffering now. I'm suffering
Yes.
now.
Sir, I
Y'all
have
go
not
ahead and donate to the show. I'm
I have a
suffering now.
turtleneck, sir.
You
I'm not
have a turtleneck. I hope you burn
I'm not
up.
starting anything,
I hope
brother.
you burn the hell right the hell on up to that turtleneck. Um, Michael wants an apartment and he wants his parents to pay for them. And the parents are not on the same page. And Simone says they never have been and they most likely never will be. Um, that is insane that she would say that. But it's Cecil and Simone. You gotta love them. Cecil wants to help them and Simone feels they're entitled. And Michael says thanks for the entitling me.
Yeah,
First of all, Michael, let me tell you something about it. Sugar son, you know they say sugar baby, sugar daddy, sugar son 101, right?
man.
You do not. You think it, okay?
Say
But did
it.
you get that check and then you say it? Are you keep it to your damn self? You don't say it before you get the check. You don't say it before you get the apartment. I'm like, is he crazy? And Simone definitely was looking at him like, girl, baby, you'll sleep on the street, so I give you another coin.
Mm,
Okay, and I can't blame him. Why would you say thanks for entitling me? Outside of that, I understand that you want Miles to, excuse me, Miles is the oldest, right? You want him to be independent, but I do think that with the economy being the way it is, it may be best to let him stay home and let him rack that coin up and then push him out of the door. Don't push him out of the door. He halfway getting through college and, he halfway got a job and he half doing this, half doing that. If he can stay and he's not that big of an issue, let him stay and let him get his life together, in my opinion. But that's me. Again, like I said, I just got cut off. So,
well,
me,
I don't.
Dream. Oh, I'm sorry,
I
Jasmine. Go
think
ahead.
seeing
Oh,
Simone.
oh Lord, I don't care. One of y'all talk. Shit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I think that seeing Simone and her family, they're beautiful all together. I think that they're a
Yes.
beautiful family. Like they're a beautiful Black family. I love them together. I do feel like Simone is upset that they don't necessarily have the drive that she wants them to have, but I also feel like she probably had drive from like having more of a struggle. I feel like people who have difficulties in life have more of a drive within themselves to get to a certain place. But I feel like since Simone's established, and I think Cecil's established too, right?
Yes, Cecil actually, I had a friend who worked under Cecil and he was in IT and he had a really good job before he got laid off. And so he got a really nice severance package, allegedly. And then
LH.
I think he's invested since then, allegedly.
So since they're both established parents, I do understand, like you're doing for your child as much as you can and doing things that you probably wanted to do or get from your parents that you probably couldn't have. But I do feel like at some point you do have to. Well, maybe I need to take that back. Because at the same time, I feel like we're really used to, or society's used to, when someone turns 18, 19, they're supposed to be out on their own. But if your family has it and he's not necessarily ready, when I say him, I'm talking about Miles, because he's not ready to be out on his own, in my opinion, from what they show on the show. So, I mean, I can see where Cecil's coming from as far as letting them stay until they're ready, because they have the means, but also don't give them everything that they want during that time that they're there at the same time.
Okay, Jasmine.
Honey, I was an only child. So, but my mama also passed away while I was in college in my 20s. So I really just didn't have, like, I get both sides, because when I was younger, people might have said that I was spoiled, but I also, you know, was was a really active and good kid. So I kind of
Mm-hmm.
felt like I worked for everything, and I also had a job when I was 15 until graduation, and so on. So I don't really know what to say, because my mama, she gave me what I'm sure she didn't have, especially as an only child.
Mm-hmm.
Which I do, it gave me that, to go to college, go to a good school, go to, to really just be active in my 30s right now. I give her all that praise. So, but I also like good, nice things. So at the end of the day,
Yes.
it's a level of, just just a level about myself that comes from how you're raised, whether you struggle or whether things was given to you. I still think it's a self-motivation is still something that they need to be accountable for. So I just, I think I definitely agree that Simone is kind of like ick, that they don't have the same motivation that she had. But they're still good kids. They're both in college. They're, playing, one's playing sports, one is, figuring themselves out. Yeah, he's going at a snail's pace, but shoot, it's no different than watching uh what a different world. And damn, Jaleesa was in school forever, and so was Whitney.
No, Jaleesa.
So,
No, I'm gonna take up for Jaleesa
she
because
got
Jaleesa
good.
wasn't
She
no
got a
damn
good
school forever.
time. She
Hold
got
on,
a
hold
good
on, hold on.
But
I'm
Whitney has to
sorry,
stay a
Jasmine.
extra year. It's nothing wrong with it. So
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? It looks like I got a text message. Let me go see who's at the door.
ding
Well,
dong.
who's at the door?
Uh-uh.
Oh, girl, it's Miss Squad,
Yeah.
child. Miss Squad, I
Is that
got
gold?
you.
I see you.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Hey, people.
Oh God.
Ah,
Hey, Jasmine.
hey.
Hello, honey. Please
Hey,
Oh.
Dream.
Hey, sweetie.
don't
Now
start
I have,
anything with me. I have on a turtleneck. So
yeah, and I'm gonna let her have about that.
I know she ain't down here in Texas in no turtleneck, so we're going to let her play coy on the screen.
yeah, yeah. I have A cup, but I have
Mm.
a yeah,
Is that a big tit or a little tit?
small. No, I have a C
Okay.
cup. No worries. I'll
I
just kidding.
don't say your titty look. Now,
I'm just
I'm
kidding.
not no,
This is a
I'm not
joke.
a booby connoisseur, but listen, I think that your boobs is a little bit bigger than what you let know. All right. So Sammy, we have just broken down sweet tea, and let me go ahead and give you the rundown like we have to give Ronnie every week when he call in.
Well,
Oh.
Uh,
the difference between he and I is I've been watching, so I'm going to
do you have anything you
Yeah,
want to say
honey, what
before
you
we
got
move
to say,
on?
honey? Talk your shit. Stand on it.
So far, I mean, it was good to see Jackie and Simone reunite. I do, in regards to Heavenly and Sweet and Low, that little conversation they had, I feel like
Sweet and low.
Sweet and Low, yeah. I think that the liquor played a part, but she probably would have told Heavenly that anyway because they've gotten comfortable off camera. I don't think she
She
was
would have told her that
I don't
anyway.
think she was expecting the turn, the twist. So I don't think Heavenly had to even get her drunk for her to say those things because she looked like she was wanting to say that. She wanted to have that conversation. She just didn't want it to be spat back out and regurgitated in the way that it was. But yeah, that's what I think so far.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
The people say your boobies is out. The people say she's got it. She's got it. Well, we're gonna find out if she got it. She got it in a little bit, Robo's adventure, because we're being calm right now. But you know how we get sometimes, and I have a
No,
feeling. I got a feeling everything's gonna be all right.
look,
With that
honey.
being said, make sure that you guys like and subscribe to the video. We're gonna move right the hell on as Dr. Heavenly is making spaghetti, and she tells Alora that this is the one way that she saves money and got to start Dr. Heavenly University because she don't really cook. She just makes spaghetti, and that lasts 3 to 4 days, honey. And so y'all gonna eat spaghetti, and if you want to eat spaghetti, then you got to make sure you put a little something extra in it if you want to get your man and keep your man like I snapped and trapped daddy. Now, what the hell was she talking about putting in that thing?
Whee!
You can tell me because I don't know. But is she referring to what I think she's referring to?
What you
When she
referring
put a
to?
little something extra in the spaghetti?
Oh yeah, she was doing some Creole. I mean, some I don't know, not it was some other stuff. Some other stuff she was talking about.
All
She's trying to
right.
bury the drawers in the front yard type of situation.
Mm.
Oh wait, I've never heard of that. Oh my God,
You
what?
never heard. No, hey, I got him out.
Well, us Gen Z or X or whatever we is, millennials can't afford our houses, so the people say so. I mean, I guess we'll bear them where in our
I'm okay.
clubhouse at our apartments.
I'm okay with that, honey. I don't have any kids. Clean it up in
I
there.
want children and I want a house. I
Shit.
want children and I want a house because who gonna bring me a remote? Because I'm in about 10 years, I'm gonna need somebody to be
Who
doing
gonna
that for me,
bring the
you know.
remote for sure?
Anywho, I mean, thankfully it's on my phone. But anyway, Damon comes in, and then Damon and Heavily talk about their college experiences going away, totally not helping their cases if they want a lawyer to stay because they went away and they found each other. And Damon says that he found Dr. Heavily in the back of a high school and gave her a big old hug, and that's how he knew that she was the one. But they had quite literally, just said that they met in college. So it was a college, it was a high school. Dr. Heavily didn't seem to go for it, but she don't argue with Daddy, so it is what it is. Um, yeah. So Laura wants to go to FAMU. Okay, she want to go to the Hill. She want to go to Tallahassee. Do your big one, girl. Go and go.
Yeah.
Heavily suggests that Spelman may be a better option. Damon says that he know it sounds sexist, which I applaud him for calling out, and then he proceeds to be sexist and say that he knew that his sons could handle themselves. Now, how old are they before I say what I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna clamp my tongue. I'm gonna keep it to
Go
myself.
ahead and say it, honey.
Yeah.
This is the M2M panel. So
J Must
They're
gonna be fighting with
grown.
They must gonna beat us up with them big old ass. No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. No, I'm gonna clamp my tongue. Yeah, not gonna do it. Yeah, it was gonna be pretty worse than what you heard. Anyway, Alora's not buying it. She's like, them two suckers defend themselves. I could beat them up. And I've met Alora, and she probably could beat them up. Just don't see no shade. It's don't see no shade, honey. With that being said, he says that he didn't mind them going away because he knew they could handle themselves in any physical situation. And if something happens to Laura, he wants to be within an hour's drive of her to make sure that she's okay. And I just think that's their little baby. They used to call her the little baby. And the little baby's leaving the nest, so they don't want her to go. Because most importantly, that is one of Dr. Heavely's closest friends. And Damon's going to have to be stuck with Dr. Heavily by himself. So, anyway, um, Heavily says the times are different now. They have internet and internet and AI. Damon says that there's unusual weather in Florida, and 10 years ago, they both agreed that there was no wind. Global warming is another reason. The weather, the money, the banks are having problems, and Alora just needs to be close to them. I thought it was a cute scene. Do we need to break it down, or can we move forward? Because we got a lot of show to go. What y'all want to do? Anybody have something they want to say? Say what you got to say. I'm not gonna hold you. Say what you want to say.
I thought it was a cute scene,
It was.
but he was being sexist. So
But
Well,
you
at
know
least
what?
you called it out.
I found it to be a cute scene, but and I'm not going to give him sexist. The only reason I say that is because if you can see how he was crying in the confessionals, you can tell like he's really like they love that little girl. Not saying they don't love the boys, and being
That's still a
realistic, like
baby.
being realistic, it's crazy nowadays. Like it's a lot of chaotic stuff going on, and so I can understand why they were in their head they want her to be close, but in reality.
Yes, Lord.
In
Oh.
reality,
Oh,
yeah, anything could happen. I mean, even when she's not in school.
Right.
So just go ahead and let the baby go to Florida.
bring on down to the hill, child. We ain't nobody gonna hurt her down
It's
out there.
still, it's sexist still though. I mean, it's not like overtly sexist. He's not being like nasty about it, but I mean, it's still like you're gonna let the boys go down by the river hanky panky, and she can't go around the corner. It's still like two things. I mean, they do love her though. I do get that. My little baby. Every time you see it, hello, my pretty face baby. You're like, damn. But I'm sorry, I was putting on my stuff. But yeah, thank you.
All right. Dre, did you want to add anything or do you want to move on?
We can move on.
Let's do it. Because
He's
who's
always
next on the show? Oh, Dr. Eugene is with his kids and he wants to know what's the latest gossip. Hey guys, what's the hot gossip at school? And they was like, no, baby. You might as well go and say T.
Do it again, Chase. What you do again?
Hey guys, what's the gossip? Daddy, just say T. It's all right. You can say T. You can say T.
That's
You've been on the
crazy.
show for 10 years. He can say T. He's been on the show for 10 years. He can
Can't say
definitely say T
you
and
just
say T the shade. Good Lord. Anyway, come on now, Eugene. No disappointment. Um, they're going shoe shopping, and he remembers spending time with his father and wants them to spend more time together because there are things that only dads can answer regarding their sons. So he opens the floor to questions and says, pick a card, any card, ask me anything that you want to ask me, man to man, you know, mano y mano. And the son asked, what are periods?
that was
And I'll be
crazy.
honest with you. Well, oh, yeah, they definitely. Somebody said, I don't think it was on this show, but somebody, I don't think it was on the show, but I will say,
Did
there
you
has
know
been
what it was
discussion.
before he broke it down for you?
Uh, well, well, I was going to say that I actually got a greater understanding
Oh, okay.
once the doctor broke it down. However, somebody said that they probably already doing their thug thizzle. I didn't want to say fucking. They probably doing their thug thizzle,
They're
and
like, how old are
How
they?
old are they?
11 and 12.
No, sir. No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I hope not. Let me say that.
I hope that they are not. However,
I like the scene. It was pure.
I'm not speaking on their children. I do have friends who have said that they, were doing things at that age. So it is not,
That's like
while
sixth
it
grade.
is unfortunate,
Oh, maybe
it
so.
is uncanny. While it's, you know what I mean? I mean, I could say for me, even like in the seventh grade, I'll never forget, oh, in the seventh grade, honey, we was on the bus on the way to Busch Gardens, and I sat next to
Oh, that's cool.
Brittany.
Ooh.
I sat next to Brittany. Girl named Brittany. And Brittany was like, Chase, I want you to me. And
Yeah, I'm into it.
I
Yeah.
was like, I don't really understand what I'm supposed to do with my finger. I don't get it. And she was like, never mind, just got up and stormed off. And I was like,
Did she do that motion or did she say it?
she said it, but I didn't want to say it on
Oh, okay,
television.
yeah.
On the thing. I didn't want to say on the thing. And and we were in the seventh grade. So to me it's not far fetched,
It's
that
not. I'm
children
not
are
gonna
doing
lie.
it. Yes. Go ahead,
Girl, she
Dream.
did what?
I'm
And
sorry.
she just said, never mind. Fuck it.
I'm not gonna. I hope that they're not, even though they're that age. But was in middle school, and there was an eighth grader that was pregnant.
I mean,
Yes.
I've seen it. You know,
Yes.
my high school had a dang on daycare attached to it. So, but I know.
Oh yeah.
What is that called? Like you have the technical side of this. They had like cosmetology. They had a daycare.
Oh yeah, like
They had
yeah.
all those things. But the people that went to schools, most of them filled their stuff up. Filled the daycare up with their kids. I mean, here in the grades, like fifth, sixth, seventh grade. I mean, of course, we were like maybe hunching or something around then. I get it that we were starting to get our hormones, and people, by that time, girls have started their menses. Excuse me, Jesus. But it's just I don't see that with them because they look. I mean,
I
especially
would
the young.
hope not.
He was
Yeah.
disgusted. He was like, "This is ridiculous." He was very much.
They're probably they're probably like curious, trying to like look stuff up, but probably aren't putting in action.
They knew what a tampon was, though. That kind of shit.
I did, and you know what? I didn't really know what that was until after I was like 18. I used to work at Chuck E. Cheese, and they asked me to clean the women's restroom, right? So I go in, and I'm like, "Why they got paper bags?" I was like, "Why they got paper bags? And we don't have paper bags." And my friend was like, and I was like, "Oh, y'all think I'm not going back in there no more? Don't ever ask. It's done. I'm not going back in there."
Yeah.
Sammy, what age were you?
What age am I when
All
what?
right. What age were you to do what, motherfucker?
It's not far fetched for them. I will say that.
Oh, God.
I don't think they are because they seem very very innocent. But
Not even not that youngest one. No, hell no.
well,
The
if
youngest
anything,
one is
he the one online looking up stuff.
Yeah.
But I
He a
don't
mess.
think they are being active. I don't see that for them too. But it is not far fetched for that age category to be trying to experiment. I'll say that.
See, not me. See, that's
No,
why
not me.
Me
I'm
either.
just,
Not
I'm
me.
just saying from what I from
I
what I
literally
know.
I'm a
just
virgin.
started. I just knew what sex was probably like last week, honestly. So
I'm still
That's why
trying
you
to figure
showed
it
up in a
out.
turtleneck.
that's why I turned up in the show to turn.
Bro,
Like I
can't believe
just
this.
don't show
Y'all,
things. I'm a Christian woman. Sorry.
I asked these people, I reminded these people, and she still.
I did it on purpose.
I
That's her
don't
thing.
like it.
She's being congenial. She's not with all that Pampers.
This
freak.
I am in my congenial area. I can't. I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys have noticed that in the comments.
It sucks. What does
She
Veronica
can
say?
get
Thank
pampered in
God.
that. She looks good.
She probably can get pampered in it, I'm sure.
Girl,
Oh,
they
I
can get
forgot.
pampered in
Anytime I say
anything, baby.
pamper, we on this stage and at home. Thank you, Sammy.
I told you I've been watching. This ain't
You've been
Ronnie.
watching. Let me just say this. Let me say this. We go up commenters' names all the time, viewers and supporters' names. It is all out of love. We love our viewers. We love
Except
our
for me
regulars.
yesterday, I wasn't playing with what's
I know you weren't. I know. Except for
Oh.
they who shall not be named. I'm not going to say it.
How
I
you
want to
doing?
plant my tongue. And
Oh.
for me, maybe Sean S. Because Sean S. ain't had no business coming in talking about I need to get my glasses. Girl, how dare you? And if Sean S. calling this week, I got my wig sitting right here.
I
Where's
just
she
didn't want
at?
to show my tickle bitties, honey, because this is not that type of show. I'm just,
I got my wig sitting right here for you, Sean, if you want to call in. I got you ready.
give it to me.
No, ma'am. All right, you guys, let's move on. Make sure you like and subscribe to the show. It's time for the pamper party. And everyone arrives, including Inspector Gadget. That lady can never get it right. Oh my God, what was? Oh yeah, Simone, I really want to have sex with you.
So, it's Carmen San Diego.
Jeez Louise, are you gonna cut me with that jacket? I don't know. Good Lord, Carmen San Diego.
Mr.
My
Mustard.
God,
What is that?
she came through looking. All she needed was a top hat. She would look like Darkwing Duck. Girl, if you don't get that ass out of here and go put on something sexy and come back in here and try it again. Jasmine, did you style her because you got on turtleneck and it's really upsetting me and my own girl?
I just really felt like it just was nothing. I'm just covered up.
Okay, it's all right, friend. No, you know what? I am not going to cover shame you. If you don't want to be,
pampered.
Given this, don't do.
I am a Christian woman.
Don't do. Okay, now I'm not gonna. Okay, all right, let's move forward. All right, let's just move forward. The pampering begins, and Heavenly has already. Okay, that's what. Okay, Heavenly has. All right, the party has started, and Heavenly has already gotten something she doesn't get at home, an orgasm. And the men arrive at Cecil's as they are taking a strip party bus to the strip club. Whole lot of stripping going on. All the men are ready, but none more excited than Dr. G and Curtis. Curtis gives a toast, and he says that Dr. G, this is your last piece of being by yourself. And I'm like, that man is so creepy. And Dr. Jackie, if you have to pay for a husband, please pay for one with some sense. Okay?
Yeah, I was going to say that every time he speaks,
I want to throw up.
A vibration that reminds me of like it, or like somebody like I don't know. It's just he makes me uncomfortable.
He's the type of man you stay away from.
Absolutely. So Mo goes ahead and gives that speech. And Dr. G follows up with the toast to brotherhood, marriage, and family. And that's something that clicked for me too. Dr. G says this party is going to be the most disgusting shit ever, and it's going to be off the chain. And I thought he was talking about that mole hanging off of Curtis's face. But he was talking about the strip club. They get on the bus and the debauchery begins. I don't like Curtis. I don't like you. And I don't even like Jackie neither, but damn.
Yeah,
I don't want my man just embarrassing me every chance he get. And he don't never miss a shot. You know he play basketball. 1 3-pointer, he gonna make his embarrassing Dr. Jackie for 3. Oh my God, we're gonna get into it.
What is wrong with you? Dude?
I want you to come back, Turtleback. Come on back. Simone is getting work done and warns the gentleman that she could have brought diseases, and I just want her to put back on that coat and go her ass home. Ugh. Heavenly says that she's no Phaedra, as Phaedra loves young men, allegedly. Sweet Tea arrives, and she feels like the child of Bethlehem. She arrives to be pampered while not wearing that big ass diaper from episode 1. Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
That woman
don't wear that no more, Sweet Tea. Don't wear that no more.
Never.
Everybody can't have
Well, she would have been able to get her something new if they didn't call her out and make her take the tag off to where she couldn't take their dress back. So she had to do what she did, do what she
She said
could.
she feel like Bethlehem, and
You feel good about that?
it was
You
kind
feel
of
good
low.
about that, Sammy? Because
Kind
she
of
can
low.
get. She ain't nothing wrong with her having not a voluptuous booty. That's all that
No, no,
was.
no. I wasn't talking about her booty. I was talking about her. Chase was talking about her outfit. So
Her outfit. Oh,
Man,
yeah.
how I get in it?
because you was in it.
I'm recapping. I'm not talking about nobody. I am recapping. I, okay, let me. These comment sections. You know what, you guys in the comments? I don't know if you guys are auditioning for a spot next season, but you're shaded in the four of us up here. You ought to
Yeah,
be ashamed of yourself. You
yeah.
guys should watch yourself. Who in there with a ranch? Is anybody in there with a ranch?
I saw
No, we're
Antonio
all in
made a
here.
comment, but he probably
Shoot,
ain't getting in trouble.
Antonio ain't finna dance.
He
Antonio
I
ain't
probably
finna.
ain't
believe
getting in
Roberto.
trouble.
Curtis
Antonio ain't
shows
finna
up. He been
stop
missing
him.
this whole season. Now he want to come in grabbing on people like a basketball, just cuffing everybody like this. I just don't like it. I'm just still on it. He makes me
Okay.
comfy.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's it.
I will tell you this, and there's no shade to you, Jasmine, but I definitely
Please,
would wear a turtleneck
please.
around Dr. Curtis because he is fucking gross. Anyway, Sweetie arrives and feels like she's a child of Bethlehem because she's being pampered. Meanwhile, back on the bus, the strippers are stripping, baby. When I tell you they got those strippers, oh my God, I ain't never seen. I mean, they were doing the booty bounce and
It
the
was so
rub it.
much.
Oh, it was team too much, honey. It was a team too much, and nobody was happier on that bus than Dr. G and Curtis. Uh, I mean, whose bachelor party is it anyway? Dr. G says if he pulls his pants down, he is not pulling them back up.
Pamper.
And if what Quiet said was true, if you pulled them down, we wouldn't notice anyway. So have your way. Uh, back at the pamper party, they asked her friends, has Sweet Tea been a bridezilla? And her friend, I think her name was Jasmine actually, she
Pamper.
says, yeah, she says she's been a bridezilla, but justifiably so. Sweet Tea then gets a call from her wedding planner, who ends up being Johnny from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Johnny, who said that Candy didn't pay him but $2.15 and owed him a back pay of $333,622.73, and he want his money now.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Mhm.
that Johnny is planning a wedding. Nothing against you, Johnny. You know, he's a sweet guy. I've heard nothing but wonderful things about him. But Johnny gives her a call and says that due to us switching venues, so we're not going to be at apartment 201 to have your wedding. We're going to be in apartment 202. And because we're switching to apartment 202, I'm going to need an extra $14,000 if you want to get this wedding done. Now, I didn't realize it was the Johnny that we know it is until I saw a clip for next week, right? But when I saw that clip for next week and I saw it was Johnny, I said, "Oh, Sweet Tea, you're being pumped again." The girls know you was a damn fool. You got heavily pumped you for the tea at the beginning of this episode, and Johnny pumping you for $14,000. He said he's gonna get every piece of his coin back from Candy.
Mm.
Isn't that right, Sammy?
Listen, if he's gonna recoup his losses, you might as well do it. He can do it for this wedding. He gonna get some more the next. So go ahead and do what you do, John.
I mean, I thought he was saying that it was the vendors because she had to move venues. That was the vendors. So y'all think it's his fee, or what's going on with that?
I
think
think it
that
was an
he pocketing
inconvenience
that
fee
money.
for him when there too.
I mean, what
Yeah, I think
aren't you
he's
just
pocketing.
taking? Are the vendors from the venue, or do they have their own that they were bringing in? That matters. If they're the same vendors, I don't know what the new price is for.
I don't see why they
But I mean,
couldn't
it's
move
Johnny.
to
He
next
called Hustle
apartment
Candy. He
202.
gonna hustle T. I'm just saying.
I don't know what the new price is for either.
Sweet Tea, you are being hoodwinked. You are being bamboozled. You are being hustled. And you,
My
girl,
lord.
get up out of that cowgirl hat and snap into reality, okay? Well, this news, I'm sure, will put me in a bad mood, but it really puts Sweet Tea in a bad mood that she's distraught, knowing that her man had the first $14,000 allegedly.
Oh
I don't know
Lord.
if that's true or not. So where they gonna get this next 14,000 from? I guess they're gonna get an advance from Bravo. That's why she on the show to pay for the wedding. Uh,
Please,
so
actually.
Sweet Tea Sister Lemonade tries to go ahead and calm her down. The people call her Lemonade on Twitter, y'all.
That was
That is funny to me. I'm sorry. Sweet Tea and Lemonade. So Lemonade tries to get the phone away from Sweet Tea, and Sweet Tea pulls away from her sister as she's obviously upset at the news that she just received. Lemonade reminds her that she's only trying to help her and tells her, "No, don't play with me." And Sweet Tea say, "B, or what is this show? What? We not the classy one. So let's just go ahead and say it." She said, "Bitch, don't play with me." And then they get into a fussing and fighting match, and Sweet Tea gets up, she storms off, she throws her phone. It sounded when it hit. Did you hear how hard it sounded?
yeah.
When
So
it
I knew
hit,
it
did you
wasn't an
hear somebody in
iPhone.
the background when that phone hit the floor? Somebody said, "Damn."
Right.
Damn.
Good grief.
You have been talking about that since that
Remember when
happened.
I said that tickled me more than anything?
That's ridiculous.
Well, thankfully it was not an iPhone, so it didn't break. And it didn't. You heard how hard that sounded? It sounded like a
Exactly.
freaking brick. Is she talking on the Obama phone or what? What is
That's
going on?
ridiculous.
Ding, 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 Sweet Tea. No, I just be trying not to get her. I be wanting to get her though. She's just so sweet. She's the sweetest piece of tea I've ever had, and I don't like tea, so that's that. Sweet Tea says that she isn't playing with Lemonade either. A shouting match occurs. She gets up, she throws her brick on the ground, and then she has to be restrained by multiple people as she just is spinning, dizzy, spinning. Ah, no! Oh no! 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 And just a spinning, just twirl it. Then she twirl right into the bathroom. We didn't hear nothing else. Thank the Lord. Okay? And then Toya says, intermission, and I hollered. I ain't gonna lie, I hollered. All right, you guys, what do you think about these people being free codes at the free code event? And then what do you think about Sweet Tea's first meltdown of the evening? Let's get this out of the way because we want to get to the the meat and potatoes of the episode, and then we want to let our callers on. And we got a little bit of time left to do it. So, what do you guys think? Just very brief thoughts. Starting from the top, then we're going to go to Dream, then we're going to go to Sammy. So, from the top is you, Jasmine. Please tell us what you think.
Poor Sweet Tea and lemonade, sugar, water, whatever.
Lemonade.
That was really kind of cringy as well. I don't have siblings again, so I don't know how they communicate. I do have like half siblings, but we don't communicate in that way, in that fashion. So I don't know if that's a normal. So, Johnny, watch your back. Hey, watch your back on that, sweetie. Sweet Tea, whatever her name is. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. It's that, and all the women were just like, I hate that she's having these hiccups in front of these women. That's just what's getting.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
I definitely feel like she overreacted on her sister. Her sister didn't deserve all of that. All of what she did should have been saved for maybe someone else, but more so Curtis. Can we get Curtis? Chris said, "You've been in trouble before." Here, Damon, and he gave him the balloon lady. I'm like, Curtis, you've been in trouble before. You should have kept that balloon. What are you talking about? He's very every scene that they had when they flash back to Dr. G's celebration. Curtis he's too. I don't know if it's because of his height, like he's always in the shot, but he's very. He disgusts me. Let me just say that. Like, just the way that he was being. My wife, my wife carries a GUN. I don't know if you can say that word on here. So, but he was like, my wife carries this. As you're whispering in a stripper's ear, holding her. Like, you of all people should be the furthest away from these ladies sitting on you. That screamed out the most to me during these scenes. But I do feel like Sweet Tea overreacted on her sister. Her sister was just trying to help.
Sammy.
Thank
you, Dream. Sammy.
That meltdown was her knowing I don't need to be doing this. This is another sign. This is another sign, and God damn it, I'm gonna do it anyway. But God damn it, that's what that was. If she even tried to tell her sister, "You're always messing with me," that girl ain't did nothing to you. You know that you're making a big mistake, but you finna go through with it anyway. That's what that was. They said that Lemonade and Sweet Tea, they make an honor palmer, baby. I want them sisters to go ahead and just the way they was. You could tell that they do this. That's how they are. Don't front for the cameras now. I know what annoyed me. One of the scenes was Toya. That's your sister. Don't talk to her like that. Y'all know this girl.
Child, they finna bump. Yeah, we
Yeah,
finna bump.
and
Back up.
and to know that what production didn't show us based on that little live, they were joking about that the girls was coming together saying, well, we'll give you the 14K. We'll that so it makes sense why that girl probably was in there spiraling and acting the fool. These girls playing with me. I don't need to be marrying this man anyway. But I mean, hey, I hope she had a warranty on
They
that
said it
phone.
on camera. Oh my
Mhm.
god,
Said it
gross.
right on camera. And that's
Um, here's what, right? This is not to say sweet tea party, but what I will say is her sister was not in tune. Lemonade was not in tune with sweet tea because she just got this whopping news. I understand that you're trying to help, but if y'all bumps like y'all bumps, give her a couple of minutes to process and give her a couple of minutes and then kind of swoop in. Sometimes you don't always have to go right then. You can give people time to process and then, to say, hey, you all right? You want to calm down? Whatever. Obviously, by the first response, she wasn't with it. Now, I'm not saying that lemonade got to be no punk, you know what I'm saying? But I do think it was bad timing. If somebody they're going through all this stuff, she's stressed out, like she's stressed out. She's not getting any help. Is the husband in the home? No. The chicken adobo dry. She got on the pamper the first episode. The girl's getting that jump pumping her for teas. Johnny just pumped up for 15 more K. And then girl, I don't want to hear none of that right now. Just back the hell up. Give me 5 minutes.
And think about
Sweet Tea could have also, I'm sorry, but Sweet Tea could have also communicated now is not a good time. I don't remember if she did or she didn't, but the way that all blew up, it's a sibling thing. Siblings are like that. So, or a
I mean,
family
you know how
thing.
hard it is for
Families are
people to
like
read
that.
a room every now and again. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like she didn't read the room. I think on both ends that it was inappropriate. Like, and then standing up and letting the people the other girls kind of be like, "Girl, calm down. It's okay." She's like, I don't deserve this." Like, honey, keep it in, keep it inside. So, but it's hard for people
Well,
to read.
Sammy thinks she deserves it. We're gonna move on. I'm sorry, y'all. We gotta move on. We gotta move on. We gotta move on. Back at the strip club, Dr. G is ready to spend his last night as a single man going out with a bang. Jackie says that Curtis knows the rules and he knows that there is no touching involved when he is at the strip club. Cue a scene of that heifer, excuse me, not the heifer, of that stripper doing her job, grinds it and winds it on his lap, and he is grabbing her like he grabbed Toya a couple of seasons ago.
Oh,
Round the waist, didn't want to let her go. And I'm just saying that. Now I ain't made that up. That's not alleged. We saw him do it.
that did, yeah.
Uh, he did it. And she said that she would cut off both his hands and his feet if he did it, or she must gonna pay for two more because because he did it. I don't know what this, and I don't know what he got going on. I don't know what Mo got going on. Let me just move past Mo. We spent too much time on him. Dr. G is with the stripper tequila, and since he likes margaritas, he invites her to be at the wedding. Dr. Eugene, with some sense, swooped in and shut that down. Dr. G, you can't invite her to the wedding. Sweet Tea already beating up her sister. What you think she gonna do to you? This ain't quad.
Oh, what the hell
I
is
don't even
going
like that.
on?
I'm sorry. I don't even like that. I apologize because I didn't think about their stuff. So
What was that?
I just thought about Quad not wanting a piece of Toya last season when it was
No,
trying to
I'm
fight.
sorry.
That's what I was thinking about, not about Quad and G. So I do apologize for that because I do not play with domestic violence. So I just want to be very clear that I don't let this lingerie and big old titty fool you. I don't play that mess.
Exactly. That's why you should.
Anyway, huh?
Nothing.
hmm Now I just did that because that's what Sarah said to me last week, huh? Okay. Okay. Anyway, back at the pamper party, Sweet Tea apologizes to Lemonade, and it's accepted. She didn't mean to take out her anger on Lemonade. It's just that she's under a lot of stress and pressure. Heavenly says while Sweet Tea and Lemonade are in the bathroom talking, Heavenly says that the meltdown was coming, and she feels that it was rushed, i.e., the wedding, and that they aren't ready. She tells the group how Sweet Tea told her he's controlling, and Simone wants clarity. And Heavenly says, I heard her with my own ears. I heard what I heard the whole time that she is going ahead and discussing this with the ladies behind Sweet Tea's back after she pumped up for the tea. Uh, Sweet Tea's friend Jasmine is sitting there getting her own tea, looking like, oh, okay, that's what we doing. I ain't Mike, so I'm not for the trip, but I got a trick for your ass. See you in 2 days, ho. Um, Simone says that Heavenly is shady as hell, and after all of this, Phaedra then gets a text, and she reads the text. Now, the girl has had a meltdown publicly. She's had a public meltdown She's told that she got $14,000 due on the wedding that she don't know where she gonna get it from. The chicken and double dry now. She wore that big ass diaper on the first episode. Her husband tripping, her sister tripping, Heavenly tripping, and now Phaedra gets the text, and she goes to the door to invite in her uninvited guest. Well, she invited her. That's up for debate. Miss Quad, and Miss Quad comes strolling on through, looking like she looked, and she looked amazing. To her ex-husband's fiance's, wedding bridal pamper party. So while she's there, Toya is not having any of it, any of it. Heavenly gives Quad a hug. Toya says, "What you hugging her for?" Simone says, "Catch us up, Quad. What's the tea? What's been going on?" Toya shut that down too. You don't care. You don't even care. Simone didn't move no further. So then, Quad makes it very clear that Toya, not Toya, but Sweet Tea, I have no issue with you. No issue with you. I'm just here to celebrate like everybody else or whatever, right? Um, Toya wasn't going for that either. Toya said, "Now you just said a couple of days ago you do not want us talking about this girl, and you're asking her to sit next to you. This makes absolutely no sense." Um, Sweet Tea says it's her event, and Jackie is just perplexed by it all. She wants to know who even invited the girl in the first place, and it comes out that she is invited by Phaedra. Toya says that Phaedra's a messy ass bitch, and she does not want anything to do with it. Um, Sweet Tea says that she did not want the ladies bringing her up at her engagement party, and Toya reminds her, "What the fuck is this? If that's the case, where are we at now?" And Sweet Tea was like, yeah, you're right. You got to get your ass out, dog." So Quad is like, "Well, do you want me to leave, Sweet Tea?" Because Toya says, Phaedra, I want you to get your guests and escort her ass up out of here. Sweet Tea says, "Yes, I do think it's best that you leave for this particular event." And Quad leaves. Uh, Quad then tells Phaedra she's not fucking with her and she better not invite the girl back to the wedding. That's the Cliff Notes version of it. We're running a little long, but we can't run too long. We do have Salt Lake City. We do have Salt Lake City, and they have a whopper 2 episodes to recap, so they definitely got to get in where they fit in. And we do want to give this the topic that it deserves. I'm sorry, I don't know if we're going to be able to open the phone lines, and I do apologize about that. Y'all know I love y'all. I will always want you to call in, but we got maybe 15, maybe 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes at the most. So we're going to give you what we got for these 10 minutes. If there's something after that, then we will let you come on in and say what you got to say really quickly, and then we're going to get off the air. So I do apologize about that. It was a big episode, so I do apologize, guys. Sammy, well, no,
Yeah.
Jasmine, what did you think of that last scene?
I just think that
Heavenly and then Quad.
Heavenly then Quad.
Well, the Heavenly talking about her, saying that it wasn't a
Oh
good
well,
idea
of
to get
course
married,
that's
and then Quad.
inappropriate. And I'm glad that her friends told her, and that's all I have to say about that. That's all I can say. But for people that's saying that whole Quad, she clocked in and da da da. Please, please. Quad always wants to make herself seem unbothered. And honestly, if she was really trying to look like she was not bothered or that she was being genuine with her coming to that, she was bearing gifts. But I just feel like, she could have pulled that woman aside before that, if she knew she was going to be invited, if she was just clocking in, or she could have just made it her own scene with her and pulled her to and had dinner with her or lunch or whatnot, what have you. I think it's just it's okay to tell your faves that they're wrong. I do not think that Quad was right. She don't got it. She don't got it. And quite frankly, with her doing that, it seems like she never had it. She never had it, and that's what I got with that. So.
Oh, Jane.
As far as Heavenly, like piggyback off what Jazz said, I do feel like it was inappropriate. Definitely wasn't the place to be expressing that. Even though what she's saying may be true or have truth to it, I don't feel like it was appropriate place to be saying all that. I feel like Quad and Toya did what they were both supposed to do. Quad came in, it was kind of like, "Girl, I'm here. Hey," like she was a fresh breath of fresh air. And although it was inappropriate for her to go, I do kind of see like why she went in a way to kind of show like, I know y'all want me to go or y'all want me to like be outcasted now that there's this new girl here, but guess what? I'm here, and I'm even here at her event. Like, it is what it is. But also, Toya completely shut it down, as she should have. But I thought that it was going to be someone else who shut it down. But Toya completely took charge of that situation, as she should have. And I was surprised that Quad actually left. On a side note, I don't think that if it was left to Sweet Tea, that Sweet Tea would have made Quad leave. If Toya didn't say anything, I don't think Sweet Tea would have asked Quad to leave.
Okay, Sammy.
Heavenly was wrong place, wrong time, right information. I'll give her that. Miss Quad. When the people found out that Dr. G and his new girl was coming on the show, they were excited. They thought Quad was going to be gagging. Now that Quad's doing the gagging, it's an uproar around this motherfucker. Unfair. Granted, it may be tacky that she showed up, but that was not anything towards Sweetie. That was to Toya mainly and them girls. Y'all think y'all finna get me going? I'm finna show y'all I'm not going. No, I'm finna show this rookie and some of you vets why I'm the OG over here in Married to Medicine. She came in that room, and I don't know between the doctors and the Toya triplets who draw hit the floor the most, but I loved it. She shouldn't have been there. Okay, I'll give y'all that. But I'm here. Y'all wanted me gone. Y'all didn't even know I was going to come back to the show. Y'all sitting here questioning about me, asking questions about me, but I'm here. Toya was trash for several reasons. She didn't give a damn about that girl Sweet Tea's feelings when regarding Quad, because she would have never been mentioning Quad throughout these last episodes if she cared. And secondly, when Quad came, she started, Heavenly, that's your friend now. When has Heavenly said that she wasn't the girlfriend? She said she hadn't heard from her. Oh, Sweet Tea, now you want the girl to sit by you, but you was just telling us to not bring up her name. You try to make it seem like this girl has been bad-mouthing Quad. She told you not to bring up the damn girl name because y'all kept bringing it up. It's not like she had an issue with Quad. So Toya set her ass in that room, yelling and screaming, and I was waiting for the damn girl head to start spinning. She was trash. And then on top of that, Sweet Tea probably already uncomfortable. So you go from being mad that Quad is there to cussing out Sweet Tea. This is my event. I'm doing it for you. Bitch, we're like, Toya, relax. You're too pretty to be that pressed. I mean, and then Quad now. I mean, she probably did Quad a favor.
Oh no, that's not why I said
that. Quad probably want to be there any goddamn way. But I'm finna come here just to show y'all that y'all ain't. I'ma move when I want to move. Y'all ain't gonna move me. So I loved it, and I hope you do it again. Cause I swear, if it was a Quad event and somebody invited Sweet Tea to Quad's event, y'all wouldn't be mad. It's TV. She got to be there. It's for the show. They got to.
I've never said that.
I've never said that.
I've never used that.
That's what it would have been, and that's what it is tonight.
Well, you addressed us up here, so you addressed us.
And what happened to all that? It's the new sheriff in town. Goddamn, Sweet Tea, she left her badge at home because she didn't know what to do.
Who is Quad proving this stuff?
Wait. Hold on. Let me get in. No, let me get in. I want to get in too because we got the time. Let me get mine in too because let me tell you one thing about it. Let's just be very clear. Let's just be honest. Let's keep it 100. Don't nobody give a damn about Sweet Tea. So if you want to say Toya don't, Quad didn't either, because if Quad did, Quad wouldn't have strolled her ass up at that event. People get invited to events by production all the time, and they choose whether or not they go. So if Quad was doing anything in the guise of making sure that she is cool with Sweet Tea, she wouldn't have carried her ass down to the thing. Okay? So nobody's thinking about Sweet Tea. Heavily not thinking about Sweet Tea. Carrying her big ass mouth out there and talking about that girl and saying things that she should definitely say to her in confidence in person. She had an opportunity to do it at the beginning of the episode. She didn't take that opportunity. So as far as I'm concerned, she don't give a damn about the girl either. And if you say Toya don't give a damn about her, I'm going to just say this.
She don't.
Toya, I'm going to say, you said that, but I'm going to say this. Toya has showed her a little bit more respect than most others have. And I'm not saying that she is the perfect one and she is this and she is that. She has definitely tried that girl too. So that I'm going to be very fair about this. She's tried that girl too, but she has showed her a little bit more respect than anybody else did. And yes, she did. It was self-serving. Yes, I don't like you. Yes, get your ass out of this motherfucking place right now because I don't like you. But we said on the first episode, and the group chat can go ahead and verify that, and everybody up on the stage can verify that I know at least for this part, I said, I don't care what Toya do to Quad. She deserves it. So get your ass up and get the hell on out. Get out. Because you shouldn't even be here in the first place. Let's keep it real. Everybody on this panel, everybody in the group chat, if you are marrying a man and his ex-wife walks into your event that someone throws for you without your knowledge, are you going for it or are you not going for it? Are you going for it, Jazz? Yes or no? Jasmine, excuse me.
No.
Dream, are you going for it? Yes or no?
No.
Even with my turtle.
Sammy, are you going for it? Yes or no?
But see, that's the difference.
Yes or no? Oh,
That's the
I'm so
difference.
sorry. I'm
If,
so
if,
sorry.
But that's
if,
the
if
thing.
Sweet
It
Tea was
wasn't.
really the
Sammy, are you going for it? Yes,
let me tell you something. Ain't nobody coming in my
Sammy, are you
shit.
going for
Yeah,
it?
none of
Sammy,
my
yes, it's a
homeboys
yes or
ain't
no.
running for you.
Everybody else
That
say
you
yes
ain't
or
back
no.
out.
Why you can't
See,
just
I'm
say
gonna
yes
tell
or
you.
no, Sammy?
It's
Why
a
you
no,
can't
because
say
a
yes
bitch
or
gonna know
no?
better
That
than
would
to
have
ever
to
try
be.
me
No,
like
okay,
that.
that's
I
all I
ain't gotta
wanted.
worry about it.
That's
So
all I
give me
wanted was a no. That's all I
No, no.
wanted was a
how
no.
we
It's a
move.
hell
No.
no.
And for me,
Exactly.
it's a
So
hell no.
again,
So
but
why,
who's
hold on, wait. So then
okay.
why is everybody acting like it is so far-fetched for Toya to kill two birds with one stone? I don't like you, and you also know you trifling. Get your ass up out of here.
Exactly.
But the issue to me is, why wasn't Sweet Tea speaking for herself? She's over there acting all smiling in front of Quad's face, but just a second ago,
Well,
she
what is
didn't
she
want
supposed
anyone
to
to
be
But what
mention
she
her.
was
But
doing?
supposed
also
Is
at
to
the
she
do
same
wait a
though?
minute?
time,
Exactly
wait,
what she did when Toya told her to do
Okay.
it. I
No,
think you
wait.
supposed to
No,
do
no,
it.
no.
That's what
She
she
Let me
said
ask.
once
said.
it
This is
comes to
Just
okay. Let
like
me
Toya
calm
told her
down.
to do
Wait,
it.
hold on, wait.
if we're
Let
gonna
me.
act like somebody is
look,
not
Jack.
bothered, if we're gonna act like somebody wasn't bothered, I feel like in that scene, Sweet Tea was the one. Come on and sit next to me, sister.
Yes,
You came
Yes.
into
I
my
feel like
scene.
you were
Sweet Tea was
shade.
playing the
That's
So
game.
my
I
Sweet Tea was
problem.
appreciate
doing
her
right.
doing that.
Sweet Tea was doing right, but the Toya threw her all off her game. Just last week, I was saying Quad should have befriended the girl. So now the Sweet Tea trying to befriend
I'm
Quad.
saying it
It's a
this week as
problem.
well because you're talking
It's a
about
problem.
she came
I
into
don't
the
get
building.
it.
She came into the building because people were saying this and that. Who is she proving it to? Because that Sweet Tea ain't one of the people. So because at the
But
end
I
of the
said
day,
to Toya, she was doing that for Toya.
but
But the
that
fact that
wasn't the time
Sweet
or
Tea
the
was playing
place.
the
But it was.
game.
But wait a minute. Hold on, wait. It
Jesus
was
Christ.
all at Sweet Tea's detriment. Everybody proving
Yes.
stuff. For everybody proving what they got to prove. But they doing it on Sweet Tea's dime
Yes,
and on her
Shay, and
time, and it's not right. It's not
but
right,
we
Sammy.
said
It's not
that.
right.
What do you mean? I said that. Y'all were saying
No,
it's
no, no.
him.
I'm not
I
arguing
told
against
you
you.
none
I'm
of them
not
girls
arguing.
care
Hold on,
about her.
hold on. Now hold the
None of
hell
them
on.
girls
Now I'm
do.
not arguing against you.
None of them do.
I'm not coming. I'm not coming in disagreement. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, for me, that's where I stand on it. I don't like none of it because Phaedra, if you're not going to invite Heavenly, Phaedra definitely don't get no invite. Because girl, you tried it. You barely on the damn show. You barely got a beat going. And you gonna come and play with me? I think that Sweet Tea is definitely done got into the game and done jumped in and done seen what she done jumped into.
Yeah.
And I think she's a little intimidated at this point in the game.
Absolutely.
Y'all got to remember, it's only the third episode.
Right. And I think she
Now,
got way more hump
okay,
than we giving her credit for, honestly.
okay. So
Yeah,
we
she
about
just
to
has a
hold on,
beef
wait, you
eater
guys.
because I know she doing this to Dr. G. Sorry, Chase. Sorry.
Okay. Oh no, you're all right, Dream. We finna lean out, but Zeta, you got 30 seconds on the clock. Thank you for calling in. We love you so much, Zeta. You got 30 seconds. You got to make it quick, love, because we got to go Salt Lake City. Got to come on with the thing. So come on, Zeta. What you got for us?
Oh shoot, I'm sorry. Hello, hi y'all.
Oh,
Hey.
hey.
I couldn't
You got 30
really
seconds.
listen to the show because it's kind of hard for hearing impaired. I have to wait till the replay to read the captions. But anywho, I hope Sammy held it down for us Quad Squad.
Oh no, we didn't know that.
Oh Lord.
So the show
No, he's
was really
fine.
good. Not you hating Chase. Oh Lord. So I really enjoyed the family moments. I love the let me get my words together. I love Dr. Heavenly and the Dr. Damon with Alora. I saw that Curtis made his reappearance for the strip show. Of course he would. And Dr. Damon had me cracking up holding on to that blow up dog because Heavenly don't play. And Quad was a class act showing up and bringing gifts, and I felt like he was doing a whole lot with that screaming at her sister. And I know they don't get the money, and that 40,000, and now she got to go beg Big Papa for some more money. That's kind of sad. But I pray she doesn't have a baby and she can get up out of there as soon as possible. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Kisses.
Zeta, thank you so much. We do love you, Zeta.
How
Thank you
you
for calling
possibly
in. We appreciate all of our callers.
class
Y'all, we was
act
getting ready
is
to
a
get into it.
stretch. Sorry. Go
We
ahead.
gotta go. And so this is what we're gonna do. This is gonna be a to be continued conversation. Actually, Jasmine will be hosting next week, but I believe I'm on the show with the girlfriends, and I'm gonna open it up to everyone on the panel as well. If y'all want to come back on, come back on. We got more to talk about, but Salt Lake City has to get in here and do their thug fizzle, and we're going to allow them the opportunity to do so. We're not done with this.
Oh no.
Clearly, we're not
so
done.
much to say.
Sammy, I can't wait to host next week and let you say what you got to say.
Well, I might not come in because I don't feel like dressing for a wedding. Now I'm gonna have to probably see again on season 10.
I'm gonna wear another turn.
Y'all want to dress up? Let's do it.
I'm not dressing. No,
We're not dressing up for that wedding.
Oh,
There's no
man.
Tina
I
Show
might
wedding.
be
We're not
dressed up a
doing
little
that.
bit now.
I mean, it's Jasmine's show. If Jasmine wants y'all to, I ain't got no tux for the people. I'm not gonna put on no tux for the people. With that
I
being
just know I'm
said,
not on the invite list, so I'm not even gonna bother showing up.
Exactly.
You're definitely not on the invite list as bad as you dog the girl out, which is thank yourself. With that being said, make sure that you guys like and subscribe to this video. Make sure that you guys comment on us. And this is part one. We're gonna have to finish this because this is not over because Quad knows she's trifling. Phaedra, I have not
Wait.
forgotten about you. You trifling too, you duck face, stretch lip ass.
You can't cuss like that.
Whoa.
Not Phaedra.
Yeah. Oh no, we gotta go.